Hi guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Ria and I'm a lifestyle and immigration content creator living in Ireland. If this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. In today's video, as you can already see from the title of this video, I will be talking about my filming equipment, my YouTube filming equipment, everything that I use, from the camera down to the tripod stand, the batteries, the memory card, literally everything that makes up my YouTube content, everything that you're seeing at this moment. If you do like it, or if you want to know, if you're a new YouTuber, if you want to start being a YouTuber, or you're a content creator and you're looking out for very good equipment but affordable at the same time that you want to get, then this video is definitely for you. You should definitely stick around. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So beginning from cameras, the camera that I use, the only one that I'm actually using at the moment is the Canon 250D, or you could call it the Canon SL3. I think it's the SL3, but the main name, the most popular name for this camera is actually the Canon 250D. I've been using this camera for about, I think, a year now, I guess, because I got this camera in December 2020, and that's the camera I'm even using to film at the moment. It's a very efficient camera. It's an affordable camera. It's almost the same thing as the M50. Some people would say it's kind of a little bit better than the M50. Some people would argue not. It actually does the job for me. It's a very efficient camera. I use this for my sit down videos. I use this for my vlogs. The only downside to using this for your vlogs, or for me, would be that it's kind of heavy. Not really heavy per se, but it's bulky compared to a vlogging camera. This one it's just all up in your face. But the truth of the matter is, it does the job, and that's what you're looking out for. It records in HD, it records in full HD, it records in 4K. This camera is actually, Wi-Fi certified. I would highly recommend that you could actually start with this. I think when I got this, it was a little bit above $500. Probably at the moment it should probably have dropped, because I got this in 2020 and my 2022. But I will leave all of the links to everything that I got down in my description box. I would say that if you're a new YouTuber or you're looking to go into content creation, I would just kind of recommend that you get like a very decent, DSLR camera at least, but a camera that you're able to change the lens. The truth of the matter is, what does the job mainly, from what we the audience can see, is actually the lens that you're using, not necessarily the body camera. The body camera, yes, actually has some specifications that would enhance what the audience would be seeing, but the main focus would actually be on the lens, which takes me to my second equipment that I'm using, which is my lens. So with me here, I actually have two lenses here and one that I'm actually using to film. So when I got the Canon 250D camera, it came with this lens. Yeah, this one. It came with this lens. This is actually the kit lens, the basic kit lens that come in with the camera once you get like a new camera. And I used this lens for a while. It's a decent lens, and I used this for a while, like for my vlogs, my sit down video. I was using this and I was loving it, because I didn't need to buy an extra lens. It just came with the camera. Everything was nice at the time. And I also heard that you can actually kind of even blur your background, like this camera is giving with this kind of lens, but I never tried it with it before I got the lens that I'm using. The lens that I'm actually using at the moment is the Canon EF 50mm f1.8 STM lens. I'm going to leave it on the screen anyways. It's a prime lens and is mostly for sit down videos like this, where you just want your audience to just focus on a portrait of you. You just want to be the focus on the screen. I would recommend that if you're starting and you don't have enough money to spend on the Sigma lens, just like me, I didn't want to get a Sigma lens, not because I don't want it, but because at the time it was way above my budget. It still is. So I just opted for something, something cheaper and still good. I actually got this on a promo. Normally the market price would be around 150 euros, but I got this when it was selling for I think 120 or so. So yeah, and that's the second lens that I'm I'm using. And then the third lens that I have here is my vlogging lens. They're all Canon lenses actually. This vlogging lens is actually the 10 to 18, the EF 10 to 18 lens. This lens, after the sit down lens, is actually my fave anyways. So this lens is actually an ultra wide angle lens that lets you get more in just one single shot. If you're looking to, you know, if you just want to vlog, if your channel is just about vlogging, you want to be like a full-time vlogger and you don't really care about sit down videos like that, I would recommend you to get this Canon EF 10 to 18mm lens. It's not as affordable as the sit down lens that I'm using at the moment, but it's also not expensive. It's not as expensive as you getting the Sigma lens. All I'm just, you know, showing you guys right now is just affordable products or affordable equipment that you can get and will give you almost the same quality as very expensive equipment. So getting this Canon vlogging camera, if you're a vlogger, would come in handy. Trust me, this is definitely something that you would want to get in your closet if you vlog a lot. And also this kit lens, actually this 18 to 55mm kit lens, just in case you don't have, you know, extra money to get like a sit down lens or a vlogging lens, this kit lens actually does the job. I know that Kelechi Ngbenmena has made like a video about how you can blur your background using this particular kit lens. I'm probably going to leave the link to that in my description box so that for those that just want to get the camera and just the kit lens, you would still be able to, you know, work everything out. Okay, and then moving on from the lenses, the third item that I use for my YouTube filming would be my microphone, which is very, very important. Trust me, even if your video quality is looking good, even if everything is in check and your quality, like the audio quality, is not as crisp as, it won't be 100% wonderful. Like, I kid you not. So when I started using the Canon PowerShot SX740HS, when I started using that camera, there was no need for an external microphone because it already had this inbuilt microphone, so I didn't need to get like an external microphone. And when I had to upgrade to getting this camera, I had to, you know, look for a microphone that I was going to get, and that's the microphone that I'm using. But I'm going to do like, you know, a B-roll so that you guys can see the microphone I'm talking about. It's actually the Rode Micro Video Compact microphone. It has this fluffy part on top of the microphone that helps to shield out, you know, unnecessary noise, especially if you're a vlogger and you're going out, you know, with the wind. It helps to, you know, minimize those sounds so that it doesn't become all noisy and you don't end up going home and be so upset about the shots that you have created outside. So that's why I got this mic, because I knew that aside from sitting down videos, I would like to, you know, take my camera out and, you know, vlog, and having to vlog outside and then coming back home and just now using music to cover the whole space just because the audio is crap was something that I did not want to happen to me. That's why I opted in for this particular microphone. And this microphone is actually like, it's sweet. Like where I'm sitting right now, from where the camera is and where the microphone is, because it's actually mounted on my camera, it's quite a distance, but I don't need to even raise up my voice or shout in the house. It picks up literally everything that I say. My audio is way better than, you know, how I started. So I would say that investing in your audio is something that you should actually look out for if you want to, you know, also put out quality content. Before I went on using this particular microphone that is actually mounted on my camera right now, I used to use the Boya, I think the Boya, I can't remember the name, but it's this, see, everything is still in the pack like this. I stopped using it. The mic is actually working. I probably would use this when I'm maybe filming like a voiceover for a particular video, because, you know, I think it's clearer when I use this for a voiceover as regards to when I'm using the microphone that's already mounted on my camera. But I started using this Boya microphone and it was actually doing the job. It was actually quite decent. But I read and I saw a lot of recommendations from YouTubers and content creators that use this particular Rode video microphone. That's why I actually opted in for that particular microphone, and it's actually doing the job. It's actually efficient. And I mean, like, don't like my audio, don't like the way that I'm sounding, because I do like it. And yeah, and then moving on from my microphone, the next equipment that I'm using, I feel like this particular equipment should be like one of the major things you should look out for once once you want to start your YouTube channel, or once you want to, you know, go into content creation, is your light. I feel like your lighting takes your videos from just like, let's say like a 50 to like an 85. Having a perfect lighting, it just creates the look of the video. When I started content creation on YouTube in 2020, I was only using just one particular ring light. I did an unboxing of that particular ring light. I'm gonna leave the link up on the screen now. And that ring light actually served the purpose, because at the time I didn't know so much about, you know, equipment to use for filming and all of that. And the most common and popular one, and inexpensive one and affordable one at the time, was to get a ring light. So I opted in for a ring light, and I was using one particular ring light and just my natural light. And compared to what I'm using now, even if no one tells me, I can actually see the difference between what I was using and what my videos look like right now. The trick that does most of the job is actually my light. At the moment, I think you guys should have seen in one of my previous vlogs when I unboxed my newer softbox light. I'm actually using two softbox lights, one that is here, you guys can't see it, but there's one that is here just in front of me here, and one that is here at this part, illuminating my background so that everything comes together. There is also this light that is up here just above the camera, so I don't know if that does any trick, to be honest, but there are 3 white light bulbs up on the ceiling that is kind of like descending on my camera if you understand what I'm trying to say. And then there's also one just at the back after where this other softbox is, just gonna bring light from this area, bring the light down on my camera. And my natural light, because I'm also sitting facing a window, so the blinds are up and I can have natural light, so it's just a lot of lights, you know, around me. And trust me, I feel like having a good amount of lighting just beautifies your video. Trust me, it takes your video to like a very, very sweet, neat, crisp look. I recommend that you actually invest in good lighting. If you can just afford, you know, a ring light, I mean, why not afford that? But don't just use only a ring light, because most of the times I used to just use a ring light and my videos were not as fine as they are these days. And if you have just a ring light, pair that up with natural light. Make sure that you film like during the day, maybe around 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, where nature has blessed us with, you know, the best lighting. Trust me, sometimes even just a natural light would actually give you a much more better quality than even getting a softbox or a LED light or even a ring light. It's just that the natural lights cannot be predicted. It could go up now, you will probably get ready, you have your makeup done, putting on a nice dress, and then you're about to film, and you're even in the middle of filming and then the light has gone down. It could just fluctuate up and down, so you can't really rely on it as much as for having a softbox. It's just really warm. It just gives it that very nice soft finish. As the way I'm even saying it, I can even feel it. You even want to invest or upgrade more than just a ring light or a softbox, you could get a LED lights. LED lights are the bomb. I don't have any at the moment, but I know that with time I'll definitely get 1 or 2. LED lights are they are the light itself. Like, they are just the ogre boss of the lighting equipment. Like, they are very good LED lights that are so good, and you'll just be wondering, like, is it just the lights that is just making my videos look different? So yeah, investing in good lighting, decent lighting, is something that you need, and it's definitely one of the equipments that make my videos look like this, and it's one of the equipments that I'm plugging to you. I got the newer softbox into. There are other companies that you could also get. They come in packages. Some companies come in one softbox. They go the extra mile of giving you 3 softboxes, where you could use one here, and then maybe one for your backlight, or maybe one here, one for your backlight, and one for your overhead. The video will just be really nice. These are the lighting equipments that I actually use for my YouTube videos. Like I said, I'm going to be leaving all of this, you know, links down in my description box if you're looking to get any of them. And then moving on from my lighting that I use for my YouTube videos, the next thing that I want to show you guys, something that I think you need to have if you want to, you know, start up a YouTube channel, is memory card. I mean, it's one thing to have a camera and a lens, but if you don't have like a memory card where you're able to, you know, store whatever you're filming or even let you record, I mean, then the whole thing is pointless. So when I got my very first camera, this was the memory card that I got with it, and it was the Fujifilm 64 gig memory card, and it was so brilliant. Trust me, it was expensive because it was Fujifilm, yes, but it did the job. Like, it was really good. I felt like it was just a 64 gig, but it had like the memory of like a 128 gig, because I don't think I ever ran out of space using this particular memory card. Like, I would film 4 videos, like 4 sit down videos of, let's say, 30 minutes each, and I would still have space to kind of film a vlog too. So it had that amount of space. But now this memory card is actually spoiled. Like, I need to even break it. It's corrupt. But the memory card I'm using at the moment is the Kim's Not Professional memory card. I got this off from AliExpress, and it's 128 gig. It's been doing an amazing job. I was very skeptical getting memory card from AliExpress, but it had a lot of reviews and recommendations. I'm like, you know, why not? And it was quite a decent price. I'm like, you know, why not? It was less than 20 euros. I'm like, okay, less than 20 euros for 128 gig. Okay. But then I got it, and you know, since 2020, I have not even complained. And this one that I spent a lot of money on getting, and it was even a lesser gig, has started to give me a problem, and I need to throw it away. So yeah, investing in your memory card, I always recommend that. If you don't have the money to get like 128 gig or 256 or 512 gig, you could always opt in for at least a 64 gig or maybe a 32 gig, depends on what you're filming or how many things you need to film. I feel like getting a larger space of memory card, like 128 gig or 256 gig, just, you know, helps you to film in bulk and be able to, you know, store everything without having to think, oh, I need to edit this one and upload it and delete it before I'm able to use that same memory card and film again. Yeah. So from the memory cards, moving on to my batteries that I'm actually using. So I'm using a Folocom, like an original Canon LP-E17 battery. I'm going to leave it on the screen. That's what's actually plugged on my camera right now, and I actually still got like an original Canon battery straight off from the Canon website, because I didn't want to compromise on my batteries, because I just wanted to have two. I didn't want to get as much as a lot of batteries here and there. I just wanted to have 2 original batteries, and I know that, you know, I'm good to go. So I'm using the original one that came with the camera, and this is the backup Canon battery that I also got straight from Canon website. I think it was actually the same price compared to, you know, Amazon, but I'll still leave the link down in my description box. This battery is very good, and when I got this Canon camera, this is the battery pack, the charger pack that came with it. I hardly would ever say, oh, my batteries are dead, because investing in good batteries is actually really important, and that's something that, you know, I also wouldn't want you to compromise while you're investing or trying to get your YouTube filming equipment. Okay, yeah. And then guys, moving on from my battery, the next equipment that I use and you should get is tripods. Why wouldn't you want to get tripods? Are you going to be standing your camera on its own like that? How are you going to do it? I don't know, but having or investing in good tripods is really underrated. So when I started, just a little background story, I got this very cheap tripod, a big tripod and a small tripod, which is this one from AliExpress, because they were cheap and I didn't want to do the most when I wasn't already earning anything from YouTube at that time. So I got this tripod. As you can see, this tripod is even still standing, right? Like, it's still good. If I want to use this and, you know, go out and vlog, it's still good. Like, it's not bad at all. Like, it's efficient. But I wanted to invest in something more sturdy and something shorter and something that I can just use my hand to hold. Imagine me holding this one now outside with my camera that is heavy on top like this. Can you see? It's going to be a lot of work. I just wanted something smaller, something shorter, and something that does the job and is still sturdy. So I got this particular tripod and I really love it. Like, this is my vlogging tripod, and what I'm using to film at the moment is the newer tripod. It's a very, very sturdy tripod. I love this tripod so much. Like, you could literally turn it here. It has this handle that I can turn here, turn there. Like, it's such a beautiful tripod. And then moving on to the last filming equipment that I use for my YouTube will be my YouTube background. If you're an OG on this channel, you guys will know how I started, the background that I started with, and how I kept on changing my filming equipment and my filming background. I kept on changing and changing. Even as I moved here to Dublin, I changed up what I was using before in Cork, and right now it's changed again, and I feel like very soon I will still change it, and that's because I get bored easily of backgrounds. But I love the setup that I have been given so far. That's what I think I'm going to stick with for a very long time at the very least. And having a very decent background, trust me, it's just really important. Like, it does something to your video. You guys that haven't, if you're new on this channel, I'll just recommend that you probably maybe go down to my previous sit down videos of a year ago and see the kind of quality that I was giving compared to what I am giving right now. Like, it took me a year to get to this stage, but everything is growth, because what I'm just using here is just frames. To be honest, it's just frames and a plant that you guys can't even see. I mean, I got a plant, an expensive plant, and it's so funny how you guys can't even see the whole plant. It just seems like a branch, just one leaf out of it. And even the candle, it just takes the grace of God for you guys to like really see the candle that is at the back. But I love how my background is looking these days. I love that it's giving. I love that it's looking a lot more better than it used to be. So I'll just say invest in your YouTube background as well. Just something minimal. You don't necessarily have to do the most. Trust me, these frames, they're just frames and a plant, to be honest, and one candle, and these are things that you can literally get anywhere. Even if you don't have a lens that blurs the background, if you're using like a kit lens, I told you that you could actually still blur your background with a kit lens. I think even with the phones at the same time, there are some people that I watch and they say that they film with their phones and they're able to still blur their backgrounds. All of this is just actually research. You just need to research and know what to do and how to do it. So just to conclude this video, these are the equipments that I use for my YouTube channel. I don't think I've actually skipped any parts here or anything here, apart from my laptop and then my editing software, which is Wondershare Filmora. That's what I use to edit, and my HP laptop. I think I've mentioned everything else in this video. If you have any questions, maybe you want me to maybe shed more light on the particular equipment that you're looking to buy, just leave it out in the comment section. Any question whatsoever. As an upcoming YouTuber, or as a YouTuber that's already in the game and you want to upgrade, just also leave your questions down in the comment section, and I will do well to answer everybody. I mean, I always answer everybody. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell down beside the subscribe button. My name is Ria and I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.